year 6, this is part 1 of your lesson. It's about smoking, the effects of smoking on the body. So, apa akan berlaku kepada badan kamu jika kamu bersigop? Atau arah orang-orang yang bersigop. So, this is page 80 to 81 in your textbook. Sorry, teacher Tarap. So if you want to use your textbook to look at this while looking at the slides, you can also do that. Okay, so your lesson objective for part 1 and part 2 of this lesson. So part 1, you're going to state how smoking can harm parts of the body. So we're going to look at the different parts of the body and then see how cigarette can harm that part of the body. So our steps to success for that is to learn how smoking damages the heart, hati, lungs, paru-paru, throat, kerongkong, teeth, gigi, and fingers, so jari. For the second lesson, you're going to write dialogue on saying no to a person offering cigarette. So, ani kamu akan tulis apa orang itu akan cakap supaya ya mereject orang yang membagi sigup arah orang itu. So for that one, we're going to learn what effects smoking in a crowded area brings. So, apa akan berlaku jika orang itu bersigup arah tempat yang banyak orang. And then learn how smoking is discouraged in Brunei. Apa Brunei buat supaya orang-orang indah digalakkan untuk bersigup? Okay, so first let's talk about the effects of smoking. So last time in the previous lesson, we talked about what is in a cigarette and how those substances can damage the body. So kami lihat apa yang dalam cigarette ani, like tar, nicotine, carbon monoxide, and cumana ya boleh menyakiti badan kami. So ani we're going to do it again, tapi this time kami focus on the organs of the body. And macam apa yang harm cigarette ani bawa arah these different parts. Okay, so lung disease. So cigarettes can cause lung disease. So when cigarette smoke is breathed in, it moves down the windpipe to the lungs. So you see here, from here, windpipe, and then to the lungs. So this causes many harmful substances to be left in the lungs when the smoke is breathed out. So, bila yang masuk ya punya smoke ni to the windpipe, to the lungs, the smoke dari sini, and then it goes out, ya tinggalkan, macam kira ya tinggalkan souvenir lah arah lungs atau souvenir yang nada orang mau. So, usually it leaves tar. So, tar collects in the lungs and causes the lungs to turn black, as you can see here. So, this is because of tar. That's why it's very black. If kamu kan mo ingati, tar ani pun it's also used in the roads, arah jalan raya. So, jalan raya atu kan black to. So, that's because of tar. So, it also causes breathing problems and cancer. So, ya boleh menyebabkan orang atu susah untuk bernafas. And of course, you know what cancer is. So, carbon monoxide in the smoke is absorbed in the blood. So, over here, we have carbon monoxide. Ya masuk ke darah. So, when this happens, this stops blood from taking oxygen to the rest of the body. Pasal carbon monoxide ani masuk ke darah, ke dalam darah. Example lah, kamu pikirkan macam darah ani ala-ala troli lah, troli. Troli atu sudah kena isi oleh carbon monoxide. So, oksigen hindi dapat masuk dalam troli ato. So, semakin kurang lah oksigen dapat bawa ke seluruh badan because of carbon monoxide. Okay, so smoking can also cause mouth problems, masalah dalam mulut. So, let's focus on the teeth and the throat. So, as smoke enters the mouth and throat, tar is left behind. So, sama macam tadi, just like ya tinggalkan tar arah ya kami punya arah the lungs, it can also leave tar arah kami punya mulut because that's where the smoke also is collected. So about the teeth, since tar is left behind, this causes the teeth to turn yellow, so as you can see here, and causes gum problems. If you see over there, there's plaque at the gums. The gums are a bit receded, so ato pun boleh jadi masalah because of a smoker. Because of cigarettes, bukannya because of a smoker, because of cigarettes. For the throat, this can cause throat cancer. So if you have throat cancer, in order to save the person who has throat cancer, sometimes they have to make a hole in your neck. So if you ever see someone with a hole in their neck, usually that's because they had to undergo a surgery to save themselves from throat cancer. So this is very difficult law for the person. So it's better if you want to avoid these kind of problems, don't smoke. So, it's also commonly known, so banyak orang tahu, cigarettes ani boleh bawa heart disease. So, nicotine and carbon monoxide in tobacco smoke can cause heart disease and increase the risk of having a heart attack. So, if kamu mau tahu mengapa this happens, because of nicotine and carbon monoxide ani, carbon monoxide kamu tahu lah, it's because we don't have a lot of macam semakin kurang oxygen, the heart ani mesti bekerja keras. Macam it has to work harder supaya cukup oxygen ato ke different parts of the body. So since the heart has to work harder, that means it can also grow tired easily. That's why sanang ada increased risk of heart attack. For the heart disease, sometimes nicotine atau one of the substances in the cigarette smoke ani can cause cholesterol in the artery, so tempat membawa the blood vessels. So when this happens, ada blood clot yang berlaku. So stuck dia the heart ato semakin mesti pumping, and this can cause heart attack juga. So other than that, cigarette can also cause yellow fingers and fingernails. This is because of nicotine and tar. So see, there's yellow fingers over there. You can actually tell the difference between the color at the front and the color at the back. It's more yellowish. And here you can see the nail. So this one's a little bit okay, but the rest you can really see how yellow it is from this part. This part di sini. This one semakin paling tarang lah. You can see how yellow it is. So people can tell a smoker just by the color of their nails usually. Okay, so now can you go to part 2 of your lesson? The link should be given in the WhatsApp group. So yes, please go to part 2.